Hello and welcome to the Performance Racing League. You are joined today by Lucas Aid and soon Nico John once he sorts his internet out. Anyway, we are at Austria today for, I believe, around 10. We are following the Tier 1 race today, the highest of all the tiers in the Performance Racing League. We have 15 drivers on the grid today, so not quite a full house, which is a shame. And all the drivers are in the pits, but we can see a couple of engineers preparing the cars. Craig now out. I think also, is that it could be Justin? Yes, Justin in the Aston Martin. Let me try and fix the audio. Yep, happy days. Right, so as these cars make their way around the track, let's just follow the current standings for Tier 1. So Morris still leading the race, the championship, despite missing out last time at Hungary. He wasn't able to make it. Only by 37 points over Vapor. That's Gord Source, by the way, for those that don't know. In the AlphaTauri, he's been really pushing on this season after being a runner-up last year in Tier 1 and finishing second with a fastest lap last time out. M Fish, who's been unable to make it for quite a few races. Looks like he can't make it today either, which is a massive, massive shame. And Bass is in 4th place, but I believe he actually is also suffering with, I think he had to, without revealing too much, I think he has a bit of a health problem at the moment, which is a real shame, so I hope he gets better soon. Hi Aiden, nice to see you in the chat again. Yeah, just following through, we've got Bronco in 5th, Jesse in 6th, Jesper in 7th, Tim Grit in 8th, Victor 9th, and Bart in 10. So they're your sort of top 10. A few drivers there to look out for. Also, big welcome back to Roman Numerals. He is back in PRL after a little hiatus, which is nice to see. And let's actually follow him on board. Why not? This is his first lap in a PRL lobby for a very long time. So just making his way. That first corner is very hard. Actually, he's invalidated already. So let's move on. Let's follow Demur. And in the meantime, I think Nico John should be able to join. So you won't just have to hear me now. Yeah, Aiden, didn't know this was your first track. Austria's a tough track. A lot of medium and high speed corners. And reasonably hard to get a good setup. But anyway, I believe Nico John is now in the party. Nico, how's it going?
Hello, Lucas Aid. Yeah, I made it a little techno hitch there, but I am back and rocking an attitude of gratitude.
Cool. I thought you were going to say take no notice. But I guess you.
No, I've used that joke too many times. It wasn't funny the first time and got progressively less funny. So time to move on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cars on track. I think I saw in chat there might be some rain coming.
I was about to say I see raindrops on the circuit. As Justin goes second with a 105.5, and Suzuki, we completely missed, has smashed it out of the park with a 104.5. So already a second ahead of the competition thus far, which with the current weather conditions could bode very well. In the meantime, I'm following on board with Inns in the Williams now. It's just going through Sector 3.
Morris is invalidated.
A lot of invalidations around here so far, but this is a track that's known for track limits violations, right? Even with real life drivers.
Oh, it's tricky, yeah. The exit of turn 1. All that middle sector, the last exit onto the start-finish straight is very easy invalidation.
Yeah, agree. Roman Numerals, I was just saying before you joined, he's back in PRL in the Mercedes now, and he's on his hot lap. Hopefully he can get this in before the traffic. Oof, that McLaren just got out of the way in time.
Jesus past. Good to see him back. It's been about a year or so since Roman's raced here.
Yeah, nice. I remember when he used to beat all of us.
5.2.
Very good lap.
He got very quick, very, very quickly. And there we go, HT.
Yeah.
104.1.
So following on from the form of last race then, HT Index and Suzuki, well, actually the last 2 or 3 races, looking very, very sharp indeed. Never count out, of course, Morris as well. So I think they're the 3 drivers to watch for the win today.
I've just bought Morris has started again. It looks like he's finding another hot lap.
Highest ground just invalidated. Okay, let's follow Jesse. Was it Jesse? Sorry, Morris even. Gone purple.
There's definitely a few raindrops.
Yeah.
It's now or never. I think the grid's going to be set pretty quickly.
Yeah, I completely agree. The next 10 or the 10 minutes or so remaining could be quite dead. But let's see what Morris can do. 104.9, only good enough for fourth, but a great lap. What a tight qualifying order already, though, in the top.
Yeah, I wonder if Morris's time was slightly rain affected as well already. Just
Yeah.
at that, those guys are so close that the slightest loss of grip.
I agree.
Luigi in the Ferrari. Is it his debut? I'm not sure.
Second race, but good shout out to him. I think he is now on a lap as we speak.
Just starting a lap, sorry.
Maybe talk us through the lap, Nico. You're a man of good words.
Okay, here we go. This is turn 2, which is nothing. Turn 3, the hairpin. Definitely a tricky one. Brake about 100. Or he didn't. Okay, he moved wider. Down to first gear as well.
Gone purple, apparently.
That's because of the rain. I don't think that's purple, and I think that's a slightly, yeah. Here, don't have a tricky brake downhill, so brake just after 100 maybe. Yeah, he's using low gears, isn't he? This is a tricky one. Throw it in just after the 50. Try and get close to the apex, but don't touch that curb. Throw this one in. Touch the inside curb. Don't invalidate on the outside, on the inside. That becomes the inside curb. Again, throw it about 56. Yeah, hold it. Cut a lot of that corner. You can be a bit more greedy there. To the line.
105 and the devil.
Solid lap.
Yeah, that was a good lap, especially considering the rain.
I don't think anyone's going to go quicker now.
Craig from Tier 2 has reserved up, so he's clearly wanted to push on today. Currently in 11th, and he's on a hot lap as well. Let's see what he can do, but I do agree, Nico. I think the weather, the rain, has negatively impacted a lot of the grip and a lot of the good lap times that we would have seen.
Yeah, I think they might have... I don't know. I wonder if the fastest guys here would get into the 3s. I think they probably do just about on a weathered-in track that's dry at the end of quali.
Yeah. Almost a bit like a one-shot quali now this session because of the weather.
Yeah, I wonder if the race is wet, some of them might use this as a chance to get a bit of wet practice in.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Like that anyway. I'm always a bit reluctant if it's a dry race because it takes me a while to switch back from no grip to high grip, and I'm very slow.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm exactly the same. So I was going to say, it depends if it's raining or not in the race. I guess we'll find out towards the end. Maybe with 5 minutes to go, a couple might try it. But anyone in the chat, of course, if you are racing, if you know what the weather's like for the race, please just let us know. Maybe Suzuki could help us. I know you're in the pits.
Okay. It looks like I just called my friend at the weather centre. It looks like there might be a little bit of rain in the sprint.
Oh,
as well.
We should mention that actually for the viewers today. A slightly different format to normal. We have a sprint event. Oh, it's a sprint event and a feature race. So we have a sprint of, I think it's about 10 laps or so, and then we have a 35%. Okay, 8 lap sprints. Thank you very much, and then a 35% feature race. So a slightly shorter main race.
Which works out at 25 laps. Yeah. I did the practice one yesterday. I've done my.
I see. You're trying to practice and beat me in Tier 2. I get it.
Hey, the Donna, the sexy press lady at Aston Martin, told me you'd try and get me involved in some of this sort of back and forth. So I'm sticking to the company line, which is we've worked really hard in the garage all week, and we're hopeful for a good weekend.
For sure.
That's all I'm saying.
You didn't mention for sure.
Saying, Lucas 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Coming for you.
Rodri's actually my press secretary.
Very good.
We're quite resourceful.
Yeah,
we don't waste our budget.
I'll be honest with you, Donna was against me even doing this. She was worried about this media. She said, don't do it.
But you put your foot down for the good of the league. Oof.
Yeah, I thought, why not?
I'm just following Morris. He almost dropped it there, absolutely throwing the car around. I don't know how he found a 105.3. I'm pretty sure that's quicker than I go in the dry conditions.
Yeah,
great driver.
They're all getting some practice in, aren't they, on their setups in the rain? It's quite busy on track.
Yeah, good call by these drivers. I think Gord Source, I was just saying at the start of the stream how well he's doing. He's currently in second, I think it is, in the standings. And with the merge, I mean, he was in originally the middle tier, so he's stepped up and he's really pushing on.
Most improved driver in PRL in 2023, Gord Source. That's my take.
I definitely can't disagree with that.
Yeah, touch some grass, Gord. Come on. Said with love, you know that, Gord.
Yeah, Donna's not happy now.
Yes, whatever you do, don't say anything that's going to be the headlines tomorrow.
Oof, I'm just watching with Hoop as well. They're really struggling through those last two corners now.
I saw Hoop.
They're not that far off their best times, though, so I think you're right. They could have set even better times had it stayed dry.
Yeah. It's not that. I mean, they're still all on slicks, aren't they? It's not that wet, I don't think, but not optimal for sure.
Getting slippery. Yeah, it does look like that, Roman. Leader is on a heater. Is that meant to be some Canadian sort of reference? Am I missing something? I mean, it rhymes.
We're so young and relevant. I love it. What are they talking about? I have no clue what that means.
I'm just waiting for the Gord Sauce to release a barbecue flavour. Oh dear, it's getting spicy.
So Jesper's actually retired. He's probably the one in this tier that loves the rain the most. It'd be interesting to see how he does in a wet race.
I'm a little bit surprised he's retired, unless it was a mistake and he binned it. But I've not seen anything. I've not really seen any flags at all. Perhaps, so. Just thinking he doesn't need the practice in these conditions. He was born to race in changeable weather. Just following Highscran. Highscran's a good driver, very, very good driver. Used to race with him back when he was at my Lodi level. But otherwise, it's just him and Roman. Oh, Gord Sauce as well on an outlap. Suzuki just saying that Gord is a very good driver. Yeah.
He's not bad. Good luck, Suzuki. Is there a more Captain Saturday in the world than Suzuki? I'm not sure.
That's so mean. So mean.
No, it's not. I'm saying over a lap he's fucking lightning is what I'm saying. That's not mean.
Oh man, you just demonetized the whole stream. What are you doing? With all these millions of viewers that we have.
Oh no. All the Suzuki maniacs around the world are going to be filling my inbox with hate.
I've never seen Suzuki win at Suzuki, I'll just say that. Or Suzuka, sorry. Mess that up.
No. You did. So what's our prediction then, Luke?
I really do think
Suzuki and Morris are probably the three fastest.
Yeah, I agree.
Gord, you can't write Gord out there, can you?
I think Hoop and Gord will be just in the background, ready to pounce on the carcass of any cars that spin between those top three. I think it will happen. I think to great effect, especially with changeable conditions. So yeah, don't count out any of those. Ironically, they have actually qualified in the top 5. So I guess the cream always rises to the top, as they say, even at the start. But you know what? Jesse Force, Demur, they can definitely do it. Luigi impressed last time out with his first ever race in PRL. We know that Roman has pace, but where is he nowadays? No idea. And yeah, Jesper and changeable conditions can push. So I think it could be a very close race, and I do expect a safety car in the sprint, probably 1 in the sprint, and maybe 3 in the race. That's going to be my prediction. What about you?
Yeah, the safety car's been moved to reduced, so that might be a bit better. Austria's always a great race. That is the beauty of this track. There's only 7? There's only 7 proper turns, aren't there? And you can kind of make a move into all of them, maybe not the 2 lefts in the middle, but everything else, it's all there. It's very difficult to get away from someone with the 3 DRS zones. So you tend to have a very tight, congested pack with a lot of battling. So I am excited.
And you said that with a lot of enthusiasm.
Don't mistake my general apathy for a lack of so much apathy in so little time. It's difficult. So I've got some statistics for you, Luco. We've got an 18% chance of rain in the sprint and 22% chance of rain in the race, but it does jump to 86% for 30 minutes into the sprint. The sprint won't go 30 minutes though, will it? So maybe it's the end of the race. I'm not sure.
Yeah, good shout. I just want to know where you're getting these stats from. You've obviously got a man on the inside. There's some sort of insider trading going on.
Ask no questions, I'll tell you no lies. How's that? So while we're in a bit of a dead mood, just bring up the standings for Tier 1. P1 is Morris in the Alpine with a 37-point lead. A lot of points today. Obviously, I think the sprint winner gets 16 and the race gets 50. So 60,
so the race still gets the full points, is that right? Just like in normal F1?
I believe so, yeah. I believe so. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So a lot of points. So, yes, over 60 available for the winner. So 30% lead to Gourd Sauce, followed by Fish, who's not racing today. Bass, sending good wishes to Bass. Yes. He's not well.
Yeah, he'll be out for a little while.
Weeks. Everyone at PRL wishing you a safe and speedy return, mate. That is no good at all. Followed by Bronco, who's also not racing. Then we've got Jesse, Jesper, and Timgra in the middle of the standings and in the middle of the grid at the moment. So expect those guys to be battling.
Yeah, it's a nice tight championship.
On the constructors, Alpine, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin. Go on, Aston Martin. There's no reserve, is there, today for the...
no, Justin carrying today.
Big J. He's a strong man. He can carry the team.
Good driver, for sure. Got to start saying for sure more often, otherwise you're not a true F1 fanatic.
For sure. 100%.
Gord's retired, so I think, drivers have got to the point now where very hard to push on, so it's either practice for 15 seconds or just retire. But either way, we'll be at the end of the session very soon. Most drivers, I think, invalidating that I'm watching.
Yeah, I mean, track limits are tricky in the best of times, aren't they? Jesse decides to stay out.
Do you know what we should do? We should have competition. How many drivers do not get a 3-second penalty for track limits in the sprint and the race? I reckon 25%, or no, I reckon 75% don't in the sprint, but I reckon only about 2 drivers go penalty free in the race. That's my prediction.
Oh, ye of little faith. These are the best of the best, Lucas Age. This isn't an open lobby or your mates. You know, these are proper drivers.
Oh, I'll get 2. I'll get 2 penalties at least in the race for me.
I think two drivers will get 3 drivers will get penalty in the sprint, and 10 will get penalty in the race.
Okay. Probably more realistic. Yeah, apologies if you can hear anything. I'm just having a very quick snack. Because, of course, the Tier 2 race follows on very quickly from this. It's a slightly longer stream today because of the sprint. So, most likely, Nico and I will have to jump in pretty quickly after this.
That's okay. Outlaps of practice, aren't they?
Yeah, I hear there's some internet connectivity issues coming your way in about an hour's time.
Yeah. Good man on the ground in Antigua.
Yeah, you've got a man, I've got a man. My man will get to know your cables.
Man.
Well, so, I'll run through the... Oh, no, go for it. Go, Nico.
No, go ahead. I've got a frog in my throat.
Cool. So this concludes the short qualifying session today for Tier 1 at Austria, or in Austria. And let's just run through your qualifying order today. HT Index gets pole very early on with a 104.1, followed by Suzuki, always good in quali, in second, 4 tenths down. Hoop in third, Morris fourth, Gord fifth, doing very well. Jesper in sixth, Roman seventh, Justin eighth, Jesse ninth, Demur 10th, Timgra 11th, Luigi, welcome back, 12th, Craig in 13th, reserving up, Innisfort in 14th, and Rusty rounds off your qualifying grid today in 15th place.
Just something I noticed there. So, obviously, depending on the tyre allocation you've chosen, but Roman used 4 sets of soft tyres. Morris, HT used 3, and the others 2. So, if you're going to use soft, if you're using soft for the sprint, well, you're going to run out of fresh tyres if you want softs in the sprint and the race. Is my
4 sets of soft might be a slight miscalculation.
Welcome back, Roman. He's forgotten what he's doing.
He says he used 3.
Oh, the graphics lying to me.
It reminds me of that silly interviewer that interviewed Daniel Ricciardo recently, and he said, as you've become older, are you finding it harder to switch from like the soft to the hard or something like that? Some really corny joke. Oh dear. He obviously was a good sport. He replied saying yes.
Hard tyres are difficult to warm up, aren't they, to be fair?
Nico, as our resident old man, he can relate to this, surely, right?
Old hard tyres are difficult to warm up. It does. It takes a while, a couple of laps. So 8 laps. I suspect most. I don't know if it looks like. Oh, we're off.
Well, 5 lights.
Red lights. Go, Luco.
And away they go. A nice launch from HT. Suzuki as well, getting away very cleanly indeed. Quite a clean getaway. 2 McLaren side by side, but otherwise, contact there. Someone losing a bit of a front wing end plate. Very messy. Jesper losing out a little bit. Roman up to 6th, but might have tapped someone. And there's now 3 cars side by side. We've got Roman, Jesper, Gord, all fighting. It's absolute carnage! So many cars wiped out at the start. Jesse Force out, Rusty out, side by side action. We've got Craig stopped on the track, no front wing. Gord Source all the way down in 12th, no front wing. Craig just can't seem to move the car. No, he's back and going now. Absolute chaos. So many cars will be pitting, and only a VSC. Only a VSC for that, Nico. What do you have to say?
I've died on the safety car hill before, but that probably deserve a full safety car.
I think you haven't got much of a leg to stand on right now.
I've got. I think I've got. I don't know. I'm not streaming, but I can record the footage. I think afterwards. I've got some of that. That was absolute. That was poor stuff. Tier 1, actually. That was just very messy.
Yeah, it wasn't clean,
guys.
I think. Someone went into the side of someone.
Somehow, all the way up that straight to the hairpin, there was just cars flying left and right.
Yeah, Ace Edge, reading your comment, your guess is as good as mine. I want to say it all started with potentially some sort of grey or blue coloured car going into the back of someone, misjudging their braking, and it kind of allowed cars to gaggle up in, I think, 2 rows of 3. And I want to say potentially an orange car may have cut across very slightly and then caused a massive chain reaction throughout the grid. But honestly, I couldn't quite see what happened. But we're actually back up and running. So I'm on board now with Jesper in 6th.
So those guys with the pits are well back now. 4 of them. HT leads from Suzuki. What a start. My God.
Well, we thought Hoop or Gord could pounce on any issues, but unfortunately Gord was actually involved and caught up in all of it.
Gord's taking it. I saw Jesse actually got a drive-through. I think Jesse jumped the light. Rusty's gone. Justin's gone. Yeah.
Just following Morris, it looks like he's struggling with a lot of understeer.
Yeah. He's got both end plates.
Yeah. Maybe just warming the tyres through.
Jesper chasing down Roman.
Yeah.
Inez and Timgra. Oh, Jesper's going to go for it. No.
Backs out, sensible. Wait for the DRS, which he now has activated. Quite good traction out of the corner. I think he might just be a little bit too far back, or will he dive? He's going to dive.
Sending it. Stays tight.
Leaves just enough room for Roman numerals, and takes the place for P5.
Roman's trying again.
Oh!
Roman's coming back on the outside.
Oh, good attempt by Roman. Oh, I thought he was going to drop it then.
Yeah, may have been a warning as well.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I think there's actually almost too many DRS straights in Austria. You're just stuck with another car. Like the two of you can never escape each other unless it's a big error.
Well, if you talk to me, I would say that do we need DRS? But maybe I'm just an old man. Roman backing off, not going for the move on Jesper into turn 1. That's sensible. I'm surprised that Roman, he must be close to a track limits warning now. That was super tight.
Morris might do here, though, into turn 3.
Okay. Morris, let's follow Morris. No, but Roman has got past Jesper before DRS, which I think Jesper will be quite happy about. So expect Jesper to maybe take this place straight back. Let's ride on board. But also Morris, though, I've got to track that as well. Morris getting past Hoop into the braking zone. He's done it. And Roman, Jesper trying to go around the outside. Oh, slightly squeezed, but good fair racing in the end. Roman holds on.
And Luigi is right there now. Luigi or Sven, I'm not sure.
I'm calling him Luigi, unless he corrects us.
Yeah.
What a name. In the Ferrari as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, HT Index is slightly racing off into the distance. Whoa. Big understeer.
Yeah. Yeah, Morris has got quite a gap to Suzuki, who's fallen out of the DRS now of HT.
Yeah, Morris, it doesn't seem quite right to me. He can normally sort of ping the car through the corners, but it looks like he's understeering. Looks more like watching me race.
Just a little side note. Everyone went for the softs apart from Inez, who's on the mediums, which will...
Oh, 1 second, Nico. Jesper made a dive on Roman, forced Roman wide. That's allowed Luigi a clean exit, and he timed it just right so that Jesper got the DRS. Very Einstein-like driving from Jesper. But Luigi, maybe a slightly late move from Jesper. But Luigi dives in anyway. Oh, big hit.
Yeah, I'm on with Roman behind. It's close battling. This is what you get. Sector 2 is just everyone going for everything.
No damage though.
3 racing laps.
Yeah. Hoop all over the back of Morris.
Inez just squeezes past Timgra coming into the final corners. Takes the inside. Yeah, I think Inez on the mediums, the only one or Roman's. No. He'll have the best tyres probably now. I don't think he'll be able to catch up those 4 seconds to Roman.
And he's just steamroll past there. Yeah, good move. But I'm going to follow on board with Hoop. He needs to ace this exit, this traction zone here, out of the right-hander.
Oh, Luigi went down the inside.
Oh, missed that completely. But these three going absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. Jesper will go down the outside. I know what he's like. Good driving there. Really good driving from Jesper.
Controlled the car well, huh? Luigi, I wouldn't do it here, mate. No? I mean, you could. It's risky. Careful of those curbs as well, Roman.
Yeah.
Hey, is that Gord with a 3 second? Is that just the one driver with the 3 seconds?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, just Gord.
You're right, so I need one more to get it for my prediction to be true.
Oh, this is when it happens in the last 2 laps. Once you start pushing on this track, it's so easy to pick up track limits on every corner exit.
Great exit by Luigi. He's going to steamroll past. Oh! Hoop down the inside of Morris. Takes third. We can barely keep up. I'm going to flick back to Jesper. And no, Luigi's still ahead. So back to Morris then. Morris, the fight for the final podium place. Hoop holds on. Slightly more of a stalemate on this lap then. Perhaps all saving battery for the penultimate. Sorry, for the final lap, I should say. I'm just looking at Luigi's battery though. Without saying too much, he's played it very well.
Yeah.
All Hoop slipping and sliding through the very difficult technical section of Sector 2. And Morris has closed in even more. But yeah, Morris just can't quite carry the same speed through these medium to high speed right-handers. It's going to be tough for him, I reckon.
Last lap, here we go. What a drive by HT and Suzuki, to be honest. The two of them have been...
Oh, Morris with a 3 second. Oh, so he's going to get past Hoop, but it's not really going to count for much. Yeah. What a shame. And just going back on board with Suzuki very briefly, yeah, he's done really well. He's almost managed to catch up to HT Index, just could never quite get into the DRS zone. All I would say from experience, HT Index, he's quite good at easing off when he needs to. I reckon he is pacing himself yet again. I do think he's got a little bit more in his locker.
Wow.
Morris's battery cooked, and as you say, Hoop will just cruise around. Well, I'm going to follow on board with HT Index.
Luigi won't get within the 3 seconds, yeah. What a lap from the Red Bull. What a drive from the Red Bull man.
Fantastic race win, and Suzuki really kept him honest there in P2. Morris will drop down to either 3rd or 4th. Let's ride on board. So definitely behind Hoop. Luigi not quite able to do it, so Morris keeps 4th. Jesper 6th, Roman 7th. Innocent 8th, that was a good recovery. Tim Grid 9th. Gord, of course, was never going to catch up without a safety car. But still, 10th place is not so bad. At least the grid's smaller. And this will confirm the starting order for the feature race. Am I right?
Yes.
Just like the old days.
Oh, Heiskran nearly binned it on the last corner. Good save, mate. Good save. Yeah, without a safety car, those lap 1 victims were done for. GG to Roman, P7 on his return. That's a great drive. Him, Jesper and Luigi had a proper ding-dong. And a great drive from Hoop as well. P3, well done.
Yeah, really good driving. If we just ignore some of the race start antics. I think Luigi might actually have been driver of the day. I mean, he was up 7 places. You can't really ask for more than that, can you?
8 places? Can you ask for that? No, I don't know.
I mean, you can if you're the team boss, but some of us are more nice.
I'm greedy. I always want more.
Take us through the results. Wow.
So, sprint results from Austria today are HT Index P1, Suzuki P2, Hoop P3, well done. Followed by Morris, dropped down because of his penalty. Luigi, great drive. Jesper, Roman. Inez 8, Timgren 9, then Gord, Heiskran, Demur, Craig, and then guys that didn't finish were Justin, Rusty, and Jesse. GG's. That's
Very
our
nice.
order for the race, which will be 25 laps, and will come at you in a couple of minutes. I think it's going to be a word from our sponsors, if I am correct.
Who are our sponsors, Nico?
Hey, without them, none of this would be possible. You know.
Big shout out to Cheryl Shaft, Femi Thrustmaster, Northern Canuck, and anyone else that can possibly influence me beating Nico in the Tier 2 Championship. Big shout outs to all of you.
Tack's on my side.
Yeah, not Tack. We don't shout him out.
John. No. Hey, what's the points between us? Let's get into this. Come on, then. We've got a moment. 30 odd.
Yeah, so for those that are listening, it's Tier 2 follows, and yeah, currently it is a battle between Nico and I, which is very strange because the last 2 seasons we were teammates, and how do we put it? We were abysmal.
We were shit.
But yeah, I lead you by 30 points at the moment, but there's still 5 races to go, so all to play for.
Yeah, my last 3 races: Japan win, Netherlands won on track, and then got second. Hungary.
You're in full?
Asex was quick. The thing is, Austria's a track that everyone likes. Everyone's good at Austria, so...
I'm not particularly good at it. I'm not just saying that. I don't think I've ever had a podium in Austria. I often spin. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I often drop the car in Sector 2.
Yeah, that's the plan. I've found this week, I've just... coming into the last corner, onto the start-finish straight, just losing it and flying into the wall on the right.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever done that. I mean, feel free to.
I'm very creative in the ways I can DNF Lucas Aid. Do never, ever underestimate it.
Well, as I said, I've got Rodri as my very, very, very capable wingman / wingwoman, whatever the term is.
Yeah.
Very, very good
Wing
driver.
person.
She's been told there's a massive, massive bonus coming her way if she knocks you off the racetrack.
Is that how scared you are, resorting to low ball tactics?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm open about that.
Interesting. I'll see you turn one. Another trucker.
I won't see you at turn one. You'll be in the barrier before then.
Well, we just saw turn one can be a little bit tasty here. Short
Yeah.
line up.
It's really common for people to miss their braking point into turn one, and it's a lot tighter than you think. I mean, two cars can just about take it side by side, but it's not a lot of fun. The car on the outside normally gets pushed off, and there's that horrible sausage curve, isn't there, that upsets the car, the balance.
Yeah.
You can often spin inwards towards all the other cars.
Yeah, and that causes definite fun and games.
Just reading more of the comments. I mean, Ace Edge, I think if Ace Edge had joined PRL, tier 2 from the start, I think he'd be leading the championship. Definitely say that.
Yeah, he's quick.
Excuse me.
He had a couple of things though. There was a few races he hasn't finished or didn't get as many points as he should have. Let me have a look.
Yeah, he's definitely stepping up though, improving
Japan,
week on week.
Maybe Japan he'd been. Yeah, look, he's a threat. Luckily, he joined late. That I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, he won't be able to challenge.
Hopefully.
Thank goodness. I mean, obviously, a big shame.
Yeah, no. Yeah, massive shame. Massive shame. I'm playing a massive violin here. Yeah.
Just reading more of the comments.
Quick,
Sorry, go on.
Will's quick. He's been quick. Camo's quick. Noob's really quick when he gets it together. Craig's quick when he gets it together. Disgruntled one in the Netherlands. Tar Heels hasn't been around. So yeah, look, it's there's a lot of tarmac left in this championship, Lucasade. Don't get don't start polishing your trophy yet.
I've never had a trophy to polish.
It was a euphemism.
Okay, we're going that route. My trophy's polished, it's all good.
It wasn't. Right, come on.
Oh dear.
HT to drive away and win it, I guess, is probably the smart
Yeah, I'd like to see Suzuki really pull out all the stops in race trim.
Stay with him.
And stay in that DRS. Bring the race to himself. Just try and hang on. Ideally, if he could make a move into turn one, that would really make the race interesting, at least until sort of the DRS zone opens. So yeah, we can definitely hope for that.
And seeing Morris being amongst those two as well, that'd be a great battle.
Yeah, he can win any race he enters. And looking at the comments, I think Ramsey's right. Morris may have had yellow wing damage in the sprint because he just didn't seem himself. He just didn't have that commitment through the corners that I've come to expect of him.
I agree. I saw he did look tentative. He kept his end plate though, so it couldn't have been. It wasn't massive damage. But yeah.
Yeah, Vinny saying he thinks it was only a VSC because it was a sprint. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Ooh, yeah, maybe you can't have a full safety car. I think you.
You can. Pardon me. On normal, you can because in Bahrain, I was in P2 and then there was a safety car for I think 3 laps of the 8-lap sprint, which was a bit odd.
Yeah, but I think because I think the sprint's 8. Oh, here we go. Lead us off.
Take us through. Okay, so there we go. 5 lights, not 10. And they're off quite early this time. And Suzuki with a good launch, a better launch this time, but not quite enough. This time, though, we've got Luigi against Morris. Morris going through a little bit of contact, and that's a very bad late move by a McLaren. Cars all over the track now. But HT and Suzuki, they hold on. And this Morris versus Luigi battle will continue into turn 3. Morris with the inside line should have the place. Takes that as Roman numerals, a little bit of contact with Jesper, but gets past into P6.
Ooh, yeah. They've all survived at the back. There's a few hairy, scary moments.
And Roman numerals down the inside of Jesper. They're fighting again as if it was the sprint continuation. And we're going to have Jesper on the inside. Should be able to hold the place, but Yeah, and Roman concedes. So Jesper holding on to P6. Rusty all the way up to P8. But I think
Rusty
there was a
and
bit of
Demur
interesting
behind
braking.
Rusty and Demur behind have been right at it.
And Innes
And Innes
again,
on
yeah.
Timbra, yeah.
All
It's the same
happening.
battles, isn't
Suzuki
it?
passed Index. We completely missed it. How the hell did that happen? Suzuki's got past. It's just what we needed.
Sorry, Adam.
So much going on. Right, let's stay on board with
Demur and
HT
the
Index
Pigs.
then. Morris all over the back of Hoop. He's managed to get alongside even before the braking zone. But I think Hoop would just be able to hang on. No, backs out, concedes the position. So Morris up into P3. Roman numerals and Jesper still going for it. And Jesse and Craig as well, but I won't follow that. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Everyone's on the mediums apart from Luigi, who's on the hards. Demur's just put a set of hards on. I'm not sure why you started on the hards there, Luigi, because it's a pretty straightforward soft medium, I think. 25 laps.
Yeah.
Gord on Inez. Unless there's rain coming later and he's trying to get to the rain.
Oh, that's a good shout, you know, because we have been told, haven't we, that there could be rain.
There could be rain later on, so he's trying to one-stop it until the rain, perhaps.
Good battle for P12 at the moment between Craig, Jesse and Timgra, even including Justin, really. And HT Index is very close to Suzuki, so I'm just going to ride on board with your P2 runner at the moment, because he's definitely going to get DRS. Oh, slightly late move from Suzuki, doing everything he can.
Yeah.
We did tell him to pull out all the stops.
He put all the squeeze possible and a bit. Then,
So
didn't he?
clever from Suzuki, because he backed off and got DRS as well, and forced HT Index wide. So if he keeps doing... Oh!
He's moving under. You're moving under braking a little bit, Adam, man.
Yeah, might potentially be one for the stewards if it came to it. Needs to be a little bit careful.
And that's let Morris right back in now, who's on the tail of HT. I mean, it's been perfect for the race, Adam. So,
yeah, but smart driving from Suzuki though to get the DRS in the right way.
yeah.
It's going to be tough for him to hold on now, I think, as we are now in lap 4 of 25. 18 with a nice launch, just misses that sausage curb. We'll get to us, but you know what? Morris has actually done a lot better. Didn't quite hit the curb as aggressively. I think Index had to slightly back off, and before you know it, you could be winning the race, and now you're potentially down in P3.
He is.
Godsource
Well, I
getting
think
past Rusty in the background.
I think he's chilling.
Yeah. Good battery
got
conditions,
plenty.
let's potentially say.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Very calculated driver is HT Index in the Red Bull.
Super quick. And he's on
The
the
same-
PlayStation.
Yeah? Luigi on Xbox. Ugh. Back on board with the top 3. I'm just following actually in the cockpit view of Index because it gives a great view. And for those that don't necessarily play the game, this is quite a big element of it, being in a DRS train at the back, just watching what unfolds, using the DRS to stay easily within a second of the car in front, which is what you need to activate the rear wing end plate that opens at the back, as you can see.
And
there's Morris.
For it.
Oh, he did.
Got
Yeah,
past Suzuki.
Index managed to get past as well, so Morris forced Suzuki into a compromised position. HT Index pounced on that, but it's going to be tight.
HT down
Very
the inside.
late. He's messed his braking
He's
zone
gone
up,
wide.
one wheel on the gravel, and he drops both positions there, down into third. But a bold move, trying to get up into first.
Wow. So maybe he's not chilling, huh? He wants to move through these two.
Yeah. Well, this is great
And
for the
Jes-
race.
Jesper, Robert and Luigi are back in their back in their battle.
Yeah, three of the
Rusty's
coolest
chasing
names in
Inez, who's
PRL.
behind Gordsource.
I'm going to ride on board with Suzuki because if he nails this exit, he's going to be lining up very well. Oh, little twitch though. A little twitch, and then it suddenly flips, potentially. Yeah, I don't think any moves will be made just yet. But maybe not. Morris not defending at all. Yeah, see, there's bluffing here. Suzuki bluffing. He wants the DRS. So he completely bluffed the move. And Morris is now in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Could get swallowed by at least one. If not two. Yeah, just the one. But no way for Morris to defend that. Oh no! Oh! Morris spins out Suzuki. Not what you want to see.
Wow. Yeah,
not what you want to see.
I think Suzuki started spinning himself.
Yeah,
and
Morris
so
couldn't quite react.
Couldn't react. Yeah, I think. What a shame. But he's back. He's back running in P9.
Yeah, with his teammate for company.
Good luck, Adam. You've got the pace.
Yeah, watch the tyre attempts, but very good racing. Can definitely get back up to a podium place, I reckon. 25 laps, still 18 to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so there are now two.
Morris and HT, yeah.
Suzuki already lining up, I think, for a move on Innes, but I will be prepared to flick forward. Yeah, Innes not even probably going to defend this against the faster Suzuki. In the meantime, we've got HT Index wide with Morris on the inside. Who got DRS? Morris did, so Morris is in P1 now and should be able to defend this very easily.
Justin's gone in the pits.
Oh, he's retired. Craig in the pits as well. I'm not sure if he needed a new wing, but he's on the hard tyre. The hard tyre. Oh, Suzuki trying to get past Gordsource, for P7. Gordsource defends really well and holds on to the place. So Suzuki trying to push up as quick as he can, but just getting a little bit held up at the moment.
I've got a tiny bit of lag with Gord or Suzuki, one of the two. I'm not sure. Gord on a comeback drive.
Yeah, already up to P7. Let's take a look at the winners and losers. As Morris and HT Index are still fighting very hard. So Morris up 3, HT Index down 1, and then your big winners will Gord up 3, Suzuki down 6, of course, with the sort of spin/tap, whatever that was. Rusty up 5, but I think there was some antics at the race start. Jesse up 5 as well, and then kind of the rest slightly losing out.
HT makes the move, but Morris gets the DRS and instantly takes back the position.
And in the background, Suzuki did get past Gordsource, I was just about to say. Let's see if he can hold on. Yes, he can, quite easily. Good pace by Suzuki. Finding it quite easy to get past drivers at the moment. So clearly his tyres aren't shot.
And I think HT and Morris have signed some sort of non-aggression for a couple of laps. Non-aggression pacts. Which is probably a good idea. Gap the field a bit. No.
Oh, Suzuki ran wide, and he's going to be swallowed up by Gordsource. A very straightforward move for Gordsource. Suzuki making a mistake there, just a bit of an unforced error. Back down to P8 now, but I'm sure he can line something up. As we are now in lap 9 of 25. Luigi with a late dive on Hoop as I cough and die. Keeping it nice and tight on the inside, but does compromise your exit. Who gets DRS? Luigi does. That must have been tight.
He flew out that corner.
He did. Must be traction control. Jesper! Jesper down the inside of his teammate, making the most of that situation, and that's what happens when you don't get DRS.
Any team orders? There's no team principal at the moment. Oh, there is.
Is there?
Gunter. Yeah, they promoted internally. I've forgotten the guy's name.
Oh, Suzuki getting past Gord. We just missed that. Sorry. Apologies to Suzuki. Up into P7's got that place back, but Gordsource all over the back of him. Suzuki, is he boxing?
Hitting.
Maybe. What's happened to Suzuki? It's a very fair play on him for staying within those white lines, because honestly, 90% of drivers, they don't around here.
Don't retire, Adam.
I don't think he is.
It's a long way to go for softs. I wouldn't want to put hards on.
What's he doing? Putting on mediums. No, hards? Putting on hards?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe medium then go on to an inter if it rained, but... interesting. Right, Rusty then. Rusty is in a massive battle with Ins, and now Jesse all over the back of him. But I think they've all struggled for traction. They've kind of just sorted themselves out there. Morris can't quite get past Index either for the lead. Leaders are half a second faster per lap. Does seem that way. By leaders, of course, I think you mean the top two.
Yeah, they're flying. But I mean, they're being helped by the battling behind as well.
Ramsey suggesting Suzuki had to do something different. Oh, Morris! How did he not drop the car? I was certain he was about to bin it in the wall, like how you described through the last corner.
Yeah.
All over the sausage curb.
Not as creative as me. I'd have DNF by now.
Rusty with a little snap of oversteer, sorry. So Jesse should get past quite easily now. Jesse working up towards the positions he's more familiar with.
Yeah, Index got a bad exit, but no, Morris sticks behind.
Following them with Innes.
It's too much.
Yeah, my brain's hurting a little bit. Innes now was trying to get past Gord. Very good fight between actually a lot of drivers all the way through the grid, as you suggest. Oh, Index has dropped it! He's dropped it, he's completely binned it. Overcorrection. Could have probably tapped the brakes, but tried to fix it quickly, and he's dropped all the way down to 6th place. Overheats his tyres. Luigi into the lead. Wait, what's happened? What's happened to Morris? Morris has also binned it. Morris binned it as well, off camera. Got to perhaps... I don't think they tangled, though. I don't think they tangled. I think that Morris just got put off by HT Index. But they've almost synchronised in their spin there. And Luigi, out of nowhere, is leading the race. Morris into the pits. Weirdly, HT Index not into the pits. He's holding out. Pit? Yeah, I'm shocked by that.
He's got 2 end plates. I thought he went, yeah.
I don't think they made contact. I think it was just separate spins.
I thought he made contact with the wall, but obviously not.
No, he didn't. Definitely didn't make contact with the wall. Yeah, HT Index is fine. Just a little bit of a spin onto the gravel. Morris, I'm not so sure about. I didn't see Morris's. I was too busy looking at his rival.
He's put the softs on. It's 13 laps, which is a long way. He's going to be... Because I think the mediums are probably going to do another 3 or 4 laps. So he'll get a massive undercut. But then he will start to struggle versus the fresh softs that will come out. Yeah,
I don't know. I think it was a good decision, though, by Morris to go on the soft. He's got good pace. He's always been good to tyres. I've seen him work miracles on tyres. Roman numerals into the pits. HT Index into the pits. Yeah, not happy at all. What tyres will they put on? Luigi now as well. I'm just monitoring Luigi Jesper. Jesper's in the DRS of Luigi as HT Index and Roman both put softs on. I think it makes sense. Let's see how HT Index comes out in respect to Suzuki. So Suzuki, I think, is just going to get past. He's managed to get past High Scran. Yeah. Suzuki cleanly through. Wow. I don't know if Suzuki can hear on the stream, but keep pushing because this race could come to you. Yeah, HT Index about 3 seconds off Suzuki. Nat. Just riding on board with Jesper now then. So out of nowhere, these two fighting for the lead. Will Jesper box though? Normally very kind to tyres. Luigi will keep going. Hard Tyre might have been inspired. I think Jesper will stay out all the while he's in DRS. Will be my guess.
Yeah, why not? He's getting pulled along nicely.
Gord pits. Yeah. I wonder where Gord will come out in respect to the field. That'd be an interesting one.
Morris picks up 3 seconds.
Oh, pushing so hard on the softs.
That's him up to 8. Maybe he got 3 seconds entering the pits. That probably takes him out of the fight for the win.
Oh dear. Yeah, I completely missed the 5 second. Good spot. Good spot. He's pushing like crazy. I'm just on using his onboard. I'll tell you what, Gord Source is keeping up with him. Good driving from Gord Source. Wondering where he'd come out. Well, he's come out right behind Morris and he'll be in his DRS. I don't think he'll mind too much. Again on fresh... Oh, Morris with a bit of a slip.
He's ice skating. Roman and Suzuki.
Oh.
There was a bit of contact.
Yeah. Suzuki straightens the car up. He's in P8. Not sure who was even ahead, to be honest, before all that kicked off. Let me go back to the tyre view. Yeah, Roman on fresh softs. Not sure, Suzuki, if you'll be able to hold this off for too long. I mean, the fresh softs, look at him basically pushing Suzuki around the track at this point.
Maybe it's not the worst thing if Suzuki lets him through while he's still got HTs right there now. No.
I think it might have been wise to have let him through last lap.
Yeah.
Look how much Roman's having to back off. He's going to make very easy work as we approach technically turn 2 and 3. In the meantime, Innes Force pit, Hoop coming out the pits. It is so tight all the way through the grid. And look at this, Roman diving down the inside late and will pick up DRS. Sensible. No, he doesn't pick up DRS. So now HT Index could take both. What is Index going to do here? He's a bit boxed. He should probably launch down the outside, yeah. Oh! Good move.
Yeah.
I think it was a good move.
Yeah.
Wow. All of a sudden, Index into third, made the most of the soft tyre. I think that was actually an occasion that Suzuki could have actually gone back to the outside and blocked the position. Or blocked the track. It would have been completely legal there.
Oh, Suzuki's just going to get swallowed now by a sea of fresh softs.
Yeah. But it really depends what happens towards the end, because if the softs do drop off, like you say, if he just stays in the DRS, I think he'll be alright. Rusty now pitting. HT Index suddenly in second place. Oh, Suzuki! What's happened to Suzuki? He's binned it on the exit of turn 1. He's out. Safety car.
Oh, Adam.
Oh, no. Just pushing so hard on the hard tyres, trying to keep up with softs.
Luigi. Luigi is happy, man.
Oh, he should just box onto the softs, surely. Heiskran speeding under the safety car will receive an awful drive-through. That's his race probably ruined. Probably last place for Heiskran. But yes, Luigi, I assume he'll just box onto softs.
Of course. I don't know, it does look pretty grey, doesn't it? But I don't see any rain.
Lost my head after I was getting ruined by the soft guys. Yeah, it's tough. You have to try to not even think you're racing them when the diff is that big. But at the same time, as a racing driver, it's hard to sort of switch the mentality like that.
Unlucky Adam. Bad luck, man.
Good pace. Very good pace this season.
Oh, Luigi doesn't pit. Oh, he did, sorry. HT didn't pit. HT didn't pit, I was going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam, mate. I mean, I called you the champion Captain Saturday. You know.
Oh, dear.
It's with love and respect. He's a great driver.
Oh, no. The Alpines have messed up. Morris pits with a 5-second penalty. Then changes his tyres. And the poor Jesse Force has just had to wait behind Morris that entire time. Already waiting now, over 20 seconds as his wheels are changed. I think he could be right at the back. I'm not even joking. Could be dead last because of that.
Morris has put on hards. Maybe softs.
That's a mistake.
Or medium. It must be, mustn't it? Unless
he should have gone on to mediums, because I think he'd used up his last soft. So he should have gone on to mediums.
Unless he's going to box again, and he was doing it to get onto the fresh soft. Well, he didn't need to, did he? No,
I think slight miscalculation, but maybe he felt he had pit on the softs too early, as you alluded to earlier, and he just thought, you know what, I've messed this race up, I might as well accept it and just go onto the hards and see what happens. But, well, even with the pace of Morris, I don't see how he's going to compete. Luigi, though, my word, fresh softs in the lead. Second place and third place with 4 lap-old softs. That is a crucial tyre diff.
That's a big difference, yeah. Because they'll be past their best, essentially. For 16, yeah. I reckon they're probably on... Well, they've been under safety car, haven't they? But yeah.
One more lap of SC, I reckon, because everyone's pretty much caught up now. Yeah, it's allowed the likes of... Jesse and Craig to get back, although Jesse was massively compromised, as I said, with the pits. Morris has pit onto fresh softs. You're spot on. You absolutely called it. I tell you what, I never in a million years would have thought that was a viable strategy, but I guess he backs himself from P14 with no penalty on fresh softs. It makes sense, actually. I think the more I think about it, because he's put in a shit ton of hours on this game, hasn't he, as Morris? And I reckon that he's probably worked out.
He could have gone to the fresh. He could have gone to the fresh softs and used the 5-second penalty the last time, though. I don't know why he put the hards on and hit it again, which would have.
But wasn't he already on softs? No, he was already on softs. So I think the game doesn't let you.
Yeah.
Does the game let you stay on softs? It should, though, shouldn't it?
If he had another set, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's true. Actually, yeah, we're overthinking it. So he must have accidentally gone onto the hards, and then he's just corrected his mistake. Yeah, I take it all back, Morris. You're just silly.
I've seen where people pit twice to get onto, like, say you've started. I can't. Anyway, there are times I've seen it where you can pit twice, and it actually does work out best to get you back on a tyre that you want to be on.
Okay. Well, the good news is, looking at penalties. Yeah, he only has a 3-second now. For those that aren't familiar with F1, you can't remove 3-second penalties in the pits. Only 5 seconds. So the 3-second remains, which is still going to be massively, massively hurtful for his race. Hoop with a 3-second, and High Scrum, in the worst position of all, he incurred a drive-through throughout the safety car period, so he can't even serve it until all the drivers restart. So that'll put him dead last.
Safety car in.
Okay, take us away.
When does Luigi pull the trigger? And he's gone.
Wow, good launch.
Decent, yeah, but HT's right with him. Roman P3, what a drive, mate. That's fantastic. Jesper. Gord. It's all
very clever restart. Yeah, very clever restart from Luigi. I liked that. Didn't give HT a chance.
Demur might. No.
Wow, the cleanest restart in history.
Yeah, it really was.
Innis on good source, maybe.
Here we go.
Not quite. No. Sort of semi-faked it, but sort of semi-compromised himself.
And HT's just gapped Roman a bit.
Wow, yeah.
So Jesper, Gord could fight for a podium here easily.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Oh, Morris, Jesse and Heiskranner.
Oh, Heiskran. Yeah, getting out of the way, doing the drive-through. Good driving from Heiskran.
So there's a long way to go for Morris.
Yeah, just following along board with Timgra, yeah.
Yeah. DRS not activated for the first 2 laps after a safety car. So that'll come in next lap.
Oh, Timgrove going very wide. Rusty's very defensive. Oh my word! You couldn't have left, I think, a millimetre more room.
Wow. I think Rusty needed to leave a little bit more space on the apex there, I think.
I think it was just millimetre on the limit. But yeah, Timgrove very, very compromised, and Rusty holds on. But, and this is, I mean, Nico is an expert at describing this situation, but look at the gap between now Hoop and Rusty. So when you overly defend, you actually cripple yourself, because then you get out of the DRS range. Sometimes it's better just to let cars through. Just an opinion.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, Jesper, right on the tail of Roman.
DRS enabled.
Is active. So I guess he'll get him into turn 3. Jesper backs out, yeah. He wants the DRS.
So many smart drivers today. Oh, Roman's battery though. That's not the ideal time of the race for your battery to be depleted, especially after SC. Jesper running wide.
Jesper turned his battery off. Bit of ghosting. Jesper turned his battery off as soon as he saw Roman flashing.
Gord Source will also get past Innis. Sorry, will also get past Roman numerals. But weirdly, Jesper didn't get DRS, and that allows Gord Source to dive down the outside, trying to recreate what HT Index did a few laps ago. But Jesper just about sees him off.
As well.
Yeah, good racing by these three, ever since pretty much the start of the sprint.
Yeah, well, Luigi was part of this gang, but now he's in a very different fight.
Yeah, but HT Index is trying to spoil the party for Luigi, holding on within DRS. HT Index gets a 3-second penalty.
I just saw it.
Hoop
Luigi.
and Innes. Innes with a great move through the last corner. Completely scuppers Hoop, who was looking to push past. And Rusty now trying to get past. But I think he's lacking a little bit of straight line speed. Can't quite get the move done. So Hoop just holds on to 7th. But it's all flicking around because now suddenly Timgra looking likely to get past Rusty. As we enter now turn 2 into turn 3. But Hoop getting past Innes on the outside. Innes concedes position. And actually runs a bit deep. Rusty just misses the back of his car, and we're back into sort of a little train.
Wow. No.
This is so close.
It's a train from Gord all the way to Jesse. It's
absolute
just
madness.
Train.
If you can see on the stream, it's just endless cars in a line.
Yeah, well, Roman and Hoop's just separated out a bit. Roman from Jess, but in fact, Hoop might make a move. No.
Oh, do not make a mistake, anyone. So many places to lose with a penalty.
2 laps to go.
Morris in P10, so he's made up a few places. I think he was in 13th or 14th after the pits.
Yeah.
But getting... Oh! Such a good exit from Morris. Wasn't expecting a lackluster exit from Timgra. And that's annoyingly for him allowed Demur back in. So Demur now will try and make the move. Oh, bit of contact. 3 abreast. Oh, and a spinning Timgra. He was completely tagged. Not Timgra's fault. Yeah, there'll be a penalty. I think Jesse may be in trouble. But yeah, Morris is somehow now into P9 with his teammate behind who won't make the move. And the Demur too far back. But yeah, very unfortunate for Timgra there. Didn't deserve that.
Yeah, well, the one before, Timgra, I think, hit the back of Rusty, who got a poor exit. Timgra had to stop and hit him, which caused the concertina into Morris.
Oh, dear. And that's what happens when you're in these trains and you're so close together. Just like on a motorway, one car messes up and it causes a, what's the word? A big multi-car pile-up.
Indeed.
Luigi's broken.
Great exit. Oh, sorry.
Luigi's broken the DRS of Index very briefly. It's super tight.
But with the 3 second, it's his. I mean, he's done it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't mess up now. That's not a commentator's curse.
Oh, Morris has a wing alongside Rusty. Rusty loves to defend.
He's gone deep there. He'll
bit of snap though. Oh, Morris sliding around all race. Just hasn't felt comfortable all day, it seems.
Rusty on the attack at Roman. No.
Ooh. Interesting through there. Jesse may be getting a bit held up by Morris now, you know. Ooh, they really throw the car through Sector 2. That's where I normally bin it, which is exactly where Morris binned it, actually. That left-hander that becomes a right-hander.
Oh, I'm just like Morris. Have a day off, Come on.
No, I have all the bad traits.
Oh, Roman picks up a time penalty entering the last lap. And with it being that tight, he's going to lose about 5 places. Yeah, that is the #1 rule in these trains. Towards the end, do not get a penalty. Do not make any mistakes. Jesse got an amazing drive out of that corner. And up he goes. Wow. He's also the only one with battery on track, I think. Oh, Rusty with a late move on Morris. Oh, I think that's only going to mean Morris will get past him, though, in the end. But let's see what happens. This is super tight. I'm a bit worried. Yeah. Gord source past Jesper. Oh no! And then Gord running wide, and it's allowed Hoop to get back past. Chaos at the end. So Hoop now up to P4. Gord at one point in time up to 3rd. What's going on behind? Have I missed anything? Yeah, I mean, Rusty and Morris have been... It's been good. Rusty's defending for his life, but he's just lost out. So Luigi will cross the line and take a very well-deserved victory with a bit of help with the safety car. Luigi. Index will hold on to 2nd because he was very far ahead. Jesper just takes 3rd. Wow. Super tight at the end. Inez P5 now he just moved into a permanent seat in the Williams. Great drive. Wow. Fair play. Good race. Timgra just spinning actually on the last lap, just making his way around Sector 3.
And then high ground, as we said, with the drive-through, he was only going to finish last, unfortunately, for him.
Roman, that 3 second, I mean, he was fighting up for that sort of 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Ended up 10th with the 3 second, really unfortunate. What a race.
Good driving by the Performance Racing League Tier 1 drivers. Roman, I thought I only had one warning. So you thought you could push it one more time, but you're actually on 2. Yeah, and those are the limits. Those are the margins when you're racing for the top positions. Wow. Yeah, I love the positivity, Dutch. It was a very good race. And yeah, thanks a lot for the kind words. Jesse Force given driver of the day. I think I'd just give it to Luigi. I know the safety car helped, but to do what he did both in the sprint and the race, to just keep pushing up. Didn't he start 12th in the sprint? So yeah, very, very good driving from our now new favourite Italian, Mr. Luigi. Rumours are Mario's joining next season.
Hey, come on. Do you know what? I thought that Lucasade, but I thought I'm not going to go there. We're above that.
I'm getting old. I can say crap now.
Great drive by Luigi. Morris wasn't quite at his best today, was he? And Suzuki, unfortunately, Suzuki'd. But what a drive. And HT as well, super quick driver. That 3 second penalty, I think, did for him. But the recovery after the spin, saved by the safety car, but still. Hoop as well, P4, that's a great drive.
Yeah, a lot of good driving. People really staying in DRS trains for a long time. Lots of good battles. Do you know what? Overall, very clean. If we ignore the start of the sprint, very good, clean driving.
Exactly. Yeah, the sprint was a shambles, but other than that, the start of the sprint was a shambles. Other than that, it was great. I agree completely.
Yeah. Well, I'll quickly just run through the finishing order then for the race. So Luigi takes that win. Very good driving, very clever driving. His first ever win in PRO in his second race. HT Index not quite winning this time out. Maybe met his match a little bit. Second place in the Red Bull, but good pace. That's the fastest lap. Jesper in third. Fantastic driving. We said he's good around here. Gordsource fourth, always in there. Innes fifth. Jesse sixth. Hoop seventh. Rusty eighth. Demur ninth. Roman 10th. Morris 11th. Craig 12th. Timka 13th. Highscram 14th. Suzuki 15th. Justin 16th. And we've just run out of time. Whew, I'm out of breath.
You did well. Take a bow.
Yeah, it's all the rapping I do in the shower.
Lucasade, it was a pleasure. Tier 1 GG's. Congratulations, Luigi. First win. I'm off.
Yeah, so I believe Tier 2, it starts in, 45 minutes time on the dot?
I'll see you on track, sir.
Yeah, I'll see you there. Don't mess up.
Bring your A game and put some bumpers on your car.
I'll put spikes on my car. See you later.
Yeah.